Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Saturday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today, the 0708 Denver Nuggets will be traveling to Manhattan, New York City, in the Big Apple in Madison Square Garden, where they will be battling off against the New York Knicks. I really chose this matchup because J.R. Smith, who you guys saw in the last episode, play for the 15-16 Cleveland Cavaliers. I will have the link to the video in the description if you guys want to check that episode out. And J.R. Smith and Carmelo Anthony are actually on both teams. Just keep that in mind. Um, Carmelo Anthony wore number 7 in New York, and J.R. Smith wore number 8 in New York. Denver, J.R. Smith wore number 1, and Carmelo Anthony wore number 15. So, I will say J.R. Smith 1, I'm referring to him to the Denver Nuggets. If I say J.R. Smith 8, I'm referring to him to the New York Knicks. So, without further ado, let's begin on the starting 5. So, Allen Iverson, J.R. Smith, Carmelo Anthony, Kenyon Martin, and Marcus Camby will be for your Denver Nuggets. 11-12 New York Knicks, Baron Davis, J.R. Smith, Carmelo Anthony, Amir Stoudemire, and Tyson Chandler will be your starting 5. So without further ado, we'll see you at tip-off. It is tip-off time here in Madison Square Garden in New York City. So who's going to claim the ball first? It will be the New York Knicks since they won the tip-off. Baron Davis does have possession of the basketball, and then he loses it. Allen Iverson makes the steal, and he's going to jump up in the paint to score the first 2 points of the game as he makes that awesome dunk, by the way, by AI. So now Stoudemire passes it to Tyson Chandler, who is still active in this league. And he passes it to Amir Stoudemire and then passes it to J.R. Smith 8. And J.R. Smith 8 is going to make a three-pointer. So I'm going to pass this to J.R. Smith 1. And J.R. Smith 1, he's going to shoot this in for 3. And it's now 5-3 here in New York City. So now Baron Davis has possession of the basketball. And he's going to pass it to Carmelo Anthony 7. And that will be tied. And I'm going to pass this to Allen Iverson. He was really well known for his crossover. So he's doing his crossover right now. And Baron Davis gets a shooting foul. So this means AI gets to go to the free throw line and makes it in. So it's now 8-5 Denver here at Madison Square Garden. So now he's going to pass it to J.R. Smith 8. Baron Davis has the ball. So Davis gets fouled. Allen Iverson with the foul that time. So it's now 8-5 here in New York City. So Carmelo Anthony, he has the ball. He loses it. Carmelo Anthony, number 15. He's going to shoot this in for 3. And that's going to count for the Denver Nuggets as it's now 11-5. And Davis, he loses the ball. Melo, he is going to dunk it in for 2 points. It's now going to be 13-5. So he jumps up in the paint and dunks it in. So now Baron Davis has possession of the basketball. He lost it for a moment, but then Baron Davis picked it back up. Carmelo Anthony whatsoever shoots that in for 2, pretty much in the mid-range. So now I'm going to pass it to AI. And he's going to do his crossover. And now he's going to go up and he's going to make it in for 2. So it's now 15-7. Allen Iverson has scored 7 points. He's 3 for 3. So are the 11-12 Knicks. And they both scored. And they scored 7 points. So now Baron Davis tries to make a nice jump there, but he misses it. That shot. So now Carmelo Anthony misses it as well. It was going to be a 3. But Carmelo passes it to J.R. Smith, and they dunk it in. I'm going to pass this off to Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony 15. He's going to shoot it in from mid-range. So now that's going to be a 17-9 lead. So now Melo has the ball. He's going to dunk this in, and it's now going to be 19-7 to 9 here in Madison Square Garden. So now Carmelo Anthony 7 has possession, and Carmelo Anthony 15 gets fouled. So Carmelo Anthony 7, he's going to go to the free throw line and shoot for 2 points. So first point counts. And will the second one count? The answer is yes. So I'm gonna pass it to Allen Iverson, who is 6'1". He shoots that in for 3, and it's now going to be 22-11. So we'll see you guys in the second quarter. All right, now this is the beginning of the second quarter. First quarter ended. The score then was 25-13. Now we got J.R. Smith 1, and he makes that in for 2. And we are 11 for 12, so that's 92% of our points, of our shots were actually made. So now Mike Bibby, who first played with the Vancouver Grizzlies in around 1999, has the ball, but then it was Iverson who attempts to steal it, to make the steal. Turns out it's a jump ball. Denver does have possession, so I'm gonna pass this to Carmelo Anthony 15. And Carmelo Anthony 15 shoots that in from 3, and it's now 30-13. So the Nuggets are leading us by 17. And now Mike Bibby has possession of the basketball, and he passes it to Jeffries, and he misses it. Now we got Carmelo Anthony 15. He's going to go in the paint there and just shoot that in for just 2 points. So 14 points for Carmelo Anthony, 6 for 7. And he has made the team's only missed shot in this game. So it's now 32-15 here in Denver. I'm going to pass it to Nene. And Nene, he's going to go up, and he's going to dunk that in for 2 points. He jumps to get it in the rim. So now he's going to pass it to Mike Bibby, Steve Novak, and Nene tries to get the ball before it goes out of bounds, and it goes out of bounds, so he will not claim the possession of the basketball. So this will be Denver possession, and the Nuggets take a timeout. All right, now we have possession of the basketball. I'm going to pass it to Carmelo Anthony, number 15. And Carmelo Anthony 15, he shoots that in from 3. It's now 37-15. The 07-08 Nuggets are taking this lead, beating the Knicks so far, and Melo makes another dunk there. Carmelo Anthony, number 15, has 19 points, 8 of which were in the paint. So 11 of those points were out of the paint area. Just keep that in mind. And he scores his 21st point of the game. And he has 4 mid-range points. So that's pretty interesting to see. Now, J.R. Smith, 8, tries to dribble, but Carmelo Anthony, 15, actually makes that foul. So now Steve Novak passes it to Amir Stoudemire, who got drafted straight out of high school in near Orlando, Florida in 2002. So now Kenyon Martin, he tries to not box out. So now we got J.R. Smith, number 1. So he's going to go up, and he makes the point. But Baron Davis gets a shooting foul. So J.R. Smith, he is going to make it at the free throw line. So he attempts 1 shot since he made it, and he actually makes it. So it's generally the rule in basketball. Like, if you make 2 points, like if you made it after the other team fouled, you only get 1 shot at the free throw because you already scored the points and you get a 3-point advantage. So just like right now, Baron Davis gets his 3rd shooting foul of the game. Carmelo made it in for 2 points whatsoever. And Carmelo Anthony 15, he is ready to make it from the free throw line, and he actually makes it. So that's really good to see how he's been improving in this game, battling off against his future team. And there is a foul. So we'll see you guys at the second half. Okay, now this is the beginning of the second half here at Madison Square Garden. Allen Iverson has possession of the basketball, so I'm going to use my famous crossovers, and it does get blocked by the Knicks D. Carmelo Anthony 7 passes it to J.R. Smith 8. J.R. Smith 8 misses it. Kenyon Martin is going to shoot this in from 2 points whatsoever, and it's now going to be 52-16. So he scored his first 2 points of the game, so that's really interesting to see. I mean, he really didn't play all that much. He didn't really score in the first half, and now he scores in the second half, and the Nuggets are leading by 36 points. So J.R. Smith 8 loses the basketball, and J.R. Smith 1. He is going to shoot this in for 2. So it's now 54-16. So we have no turnovers, but New York has 10, and we claim 20 points off it. So that turns out to be the most spectacular dunk. Turns out it's going to be a blocked spectacular dunk. So Denver is leading 57-16. So now Baron Davis, the former Charlotte/New Orleans Hornets player, makes this in for 2 points. So now we're 23 for 26. So that's an 88%. That's really a B plus. So now J.R. Smith, he's going to go in the paint there and he will dunk. So this basically means this is now 59-16. Baron Davis loses the basketball, and J.R. Smith dunks it in with one hand. So 61 out of 61 to 18. J.R. Smith 3. J.R. Smith 8 shoots this in from 3. So it's now 61-21. So Denver really has 6 more 3-pointers than the Knicks, and Baron Davis gets his 4th shooting foul, and this is going to be AI's 2nd or 3rd trip to the free throw line, and he actually does make it. So it's now 64-21 with only a minute and 2 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. So now Mike Bibby, he passes it to Carmelo Anthony 7, and it's now 64-23. So I'm going to pass it to AI and then to J.R. Smith. I'm going to pass it to Nene, and he's going to score 2 points whatsoever. So it's now 66-23 here in Madison Square Garden. So now Mike Bibby and Allen Iverson gets his 3rd foul of the game. So Mike Bibby has possession of the basketball, and he is going to pass it to Ian Shumpert, whom I forgot to mention was on the 15-16 Cavs, whom we played last episode. He did not really play at all last episode against the Cavs, 15-16 Cavs. So I'm going to pass this to Nene, and Nene, he's going to make that in. So it's now 68-23. We'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. All right, now to State Farm Assist of the Game, brought to you by State Farm. So Allen Iverson has possession of the ball, so he's going to go up, and he's going to score it in for 2. So it was J.R. Smith, 1, who passed the ball to Allen Iverson. So now Mike Bibby has possession of the basketball, and he's going to pass it to Jay Miller. So he's going to pass it back to Ian Shumpert, and he misses. So we got Nene. I'm going to pass this to I'm going to pass it back to Brown, and I'm going to pass it to Nene. So Nene, he's going to make it in. So it's now 70-27 here in Manhattan, New York City. So now Mike Bibby has possession of the basketball, and he's going to pass it to Ian Shumpert, and he misses. So Hunter, he's going to go, and he's going to make that in for 2 points. Alright, now there's only 1 minute and 20 seconds to go in this 4th quarter. So now the Knicks, they're going to pass it to Jeffries. He's going to miss. Stephen Hunter, by the way, has possession of the basketball, and he's going to shoot it from 3. and he actually makes it. So it's now 77-31. The Nuggets are leading by 46. So Mike Bibby passes it to Jeffries, and he actually makes it in. So I'm going to pass the basketball to Allen Iverson, who got drafted from Georgetown in 1996 by the Philadelphia 76ers. Makes that shot count. So we're doing substitutions here. And now Iverson misses that shot, but don't worry. We're going to get another 2 points possibly out in the next 40 some seconds. So I'm going to pass it to Smith, and then I'm going to pass it to Stephen Hunter, and then AI. So AI, he's going to shoot this in for 2 points. So now it's 81-33 here in New York City. So Mike Bibby has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it to Tyson Chandler, and we're going to take a timeout. All right, Carmelo Anthony, your player of the game for the Denver Nuggets in this episode. So this will be episode 7. So now the Nuggets have possession of the basketball. Carmelo Anthony, he's going to shoot this in, but he was 30% covered. So it's 22-3 now here in Denver. So now I'm going to pass this to Carmelo Anthony. And Carmelo Anthony 15. He's going to shoot it. He misses. Now, this will be the first episode that we score less than 90 points, and we actually beat the 2011-12 New York Knicks by the final score of 84-35. All I want to say is thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content in the near future, and we'll see you at statistics. All right, Carmelo Anthony, 30 points, 7 steals in this game, 3 rebounds, and 3 dunks. Allen Iverson, 20 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 steals on the day, and a dunk himself. So he's done really good. All 3 of these players, including J.R. Smith himself, 17 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 3 steals on the day, and 2 dunks. Nene, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 dunk. Stephen Hunter had 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists on the day. So J.R. Smith, 8 points. That's the number of his jersey. And he had 1 dunk. Carmelo Anthony, 8 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 block. Tyson Chandler, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. Steve Novak, 6 points in all. Baron Davis had 3 points in all. Jared Jeffries, 2 points, 1 rebound. So that wraps it up, everyone. We'll show you the next episode. And in tomorrow's episode, this is the rematch of the 1998 NBA Finals, which ended Michael Jordan's NBA career with the Chicago Bulls. But he later signs with the Washington Wizards in September of 2001. So, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.